All right, trying something new, a little technical stuff that we're working out. Let's get rid of that. Good morning and welcome to the Community Chit Chat program right here on KMBY over the air at 19.4 and on the internet at KMBYTV.com. So I got to be very careful of what I'm doing today. I'm trying to, got that working over there. That's good. That's good. Now we got this. I have a special guest in today. Actually, he's a neighbor of mine, and I've been really upset the fact that he has been closed for a while, but now he's back opened up. And let's bring in right now, if I can do this correctly. I think I did that. Oh, I know what I do. There we go. I went too far with that. All right, I'm good. And then I got to move over a little bit when we do this kind of two thing. And this gentleman here, by the way, is a gentleman who owns Jose's Mexican Restaurant, which is right next door to our studios here, named Gregorio Maldonado. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did I do good?
Yes.
Okay, so you're there. I'm here, and I got my problem is I gotta move. See, I can actually move you. Watch this. This is really fun. See, I can move you side to side. So you're there. So I can move you around here, but
okay.
We're centering you. I can't do that with me. I have to physically move. So anyway, you have. Well, let's see. First of all, let's start a little bit. I did Gregorio correctly. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes. Yeah, Gregorio.
Okay. And what is going on with my I know my camera's off. It's okay. It's all right. It's all me. Anyway, you have a Mexican. You used to have two, right? Didn't you have two at one time?
Yeah, we used to have one in Monterey.
Monterey.
Yeah, right on Wave Street.
On Wave Street, and unfortunately the landlord was not very nice. Is that correct?
No, he was okay.
Oh, he
except
was okay.
The lease was over.
Oh, it was over.
Since
yeah,
we had to renew a new lease, and it wasn't. The lease we didn't agree, so it's not. It was not good enough. It wasn't good for us to sign a new lease. So
right.
That's how we couldn't stay. So we have to leave. But yeah, the landlord was okay. It's just like any landlord. They're kind of they want to make their money, rent money. But
now you've had this location in Seaside for how long?
We're about 28 years. About
28 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's almost as old as I am. Wow, that's amazing how we
pretty
do
close.
That. Pretty close.
Pretty
All right,
close.
so I'm going to do this. I'm going to get back out of here, and I'm going to bring you in directly, like so. There, and no, I figured this out. What am I doing here? Oh, I know. There we go. Now I got you all by yourself, and now I got your name, your title up there. You don't see it. Actually, you see it on the main monitor there. Did I spell your name correctly?
Yes.
Gregorio.
Yes.
Maldonado, I know that.
Yes.
Jose's Mexican Restaurant. Did I spell restaurant right? I always think about that.
Yes.
Is it actually a restaurant? Sometimes you have a different thing after, like Mexican food. What?
Well, yes, it is. It's Jose's Mexican food.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But some people go by restaurant, but
yeah.
But it's Jose's Mexican food.
But it seems like a restaurant. You go in.
That's what
it seems like one. To me, it looks like one. All right. So anyway, let's back up and let's talk a little bit about you. Let's go back. You were born where?
I born in Mexico, Oaxaca.
What do you call it?
Oaxaca.
Mexico. Where is that? How far away is that from our border? You might say.
It's way down. Even for Mexico City. It's another 45 minutes in a plane, but 6 hours driving.
Oh, so if you go back there sometimes, right?
I do. At least I try to go there at least once a year.
You have a home there?
I do. I have a house.
Okay. Anybody in there now?
No. Well,
you mean it's empty?
No. Yeah, it is empty. But also we have since we have more family. My sisters, brothers.
We're gonna ask your
sometimes
son to move his head a little bit. There we go.
Sometimes.
It's okay. It's all right.
Sometimes they go there and stay there. Because they come and clean that up.
Sure.
And but since we go there at least once a year or twice a year, so we keep it. So nobody stays there because when we want to go, we wanted to be able to go and not to disturb or bother anybody. So.
Now, is that you were born there? And what was that like? How long did you live there?
In Mexico?
Yeah. Well, in that, did you go to school there and so on?
Yes, I went to school like 6 years.
6 years. Oh, and then you moved out.
I came here.
Oh, okay. How old were you when you came here?
I was 16.
16.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. And how did you get here?
I came with my other two uncles.
Your other two uncles. Okay. Now,
yeah.
Now they're obviously, there's ways of coming to the United States from Mexico. There's different ways.
Uh-huh.
Did you come in a normal way, or would you? Or we shouldn't say. Oh, that.
I came in I climb a ladder, and I just climb a ladder.
But now, can you be busted anytime?
No.
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 You're okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I came. When I came here, when I was 16, I mean, no English, so I have to. So I wasn't, able to speak the language. I couldn't get a job. Plus, also I was 16. They won't hire me. But anyway, when I came here,
now where did you come?
I came here, and then I came and started working at the field.
Did you come here straight to Monterey area?
Yeah, here in Seaside.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now, did you have relatives here?
We had a couple uncles.
Oh, so you were able to stay somewhere? You were okay?
Stayed in the house, yes.
And then you worked the fields. What did you do in the fields?
Picking up strawberries. Pretty much a strawberry. It wasn't really. I wasn't, cleaning, digging,
yeah.
But it wasn't really. But just because I worked in the field with my uncles doing, some other stuff, then that's how I was able to get the papers because I work in the field.
Oh, okay, all right. So, and now, just out of curiosity, picking strawberries, did you work 8 hours a day doing that?
More than 8 hours.
More than 8 hours. Okay.
Yeah, no, that was something else. Picking up strawberries, working up in the field.
But what years was this? The 80s?
1985.
85?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Okay. And so you were 16 in 85?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Now we can figure out your age. Okay.
Yeah. I know.
So picking strawberries, most people don't want to do that. It's not an easy job, is it?
No.
A lot of bending over?
Yes. You know what? We started at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we were not finished until 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Now, is that a seasonal thing, by the way? I mean, the strawberries aren't there all year round, are they?
No.
Did you pick something else when that wasn't the season?
We, since I used to live in Seaside, but since I got a job here in Salinas, we stayed in the house where, not in the house, in the owner's house that where we were working.
Oh.
We were stayed up and where he keeps the tractors up in the fields.
Ah.
So after the strawberry was over, we started like cleaning cleaning the plants, like picking up the dirty strawberries and keeping the plants clean.
How about planting them?
But when no, I didn't. When I started, pretty much I worked only not too long. I worked only like for 4 months, I think.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because I came here like in February, then that's when it started. The strawberry to clean up the plants, and then started picking up the strawberries. And once it was almost over, we started cleaning. It wasn't. I didn't work too much in the field. Pretty much like probably was the 3 or 4 months. But just because of that, that's how I got the papers. That's how I became illegal. But at first, the beginning, I was illegal. But
so what was your next job? And now, were you starting to learn English at that point?
No.
No.
I wasn't able to speak English. No, it was not.
No, were you starting to learn though? A little bit.
No, because I came and then I went straight to started working up in the field.
Okay, so how long before?
So I used to live in Salinas.
You used to live in Salinas.
And that house, not the properties, the owner's house up in the field, where they keep the tractors, hiding away from the immigration.
Okay. To hide?
Yeah. Well, that time in Salinas, it was the department, the INS and the immigration. There was an office.
Oh.
So we can't leave that place.
Did you ever get caught?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
We were able to leave like on Sundays. They don't work. So that was a tricky way to go to the store and buy all our stuff and take it to the field,
Wow.
And then since we knew that the Monday through Saturday, we're not supposed to be outside. Well, that's what we at the beginning. That's what I knew. That's what everybody was telling us. Okay. But after like 3-4 months, once the season was over, pretty much.
Yeah.
I came back here to Seaside.
And what did you start doing then?
And then I got a job here at the Hotel Pacific.
Oh, okay. And what, you're cooking?
No. It's just the cleaning outside, like doing the maintenance.
Oh, okay.
Sweeping. That time, the hotel, it was closed. I think they remodeled the hotel.
Oh.
So we started, it wasn't just me. It was a lot of people started working.
Oh. Okay.
They hired, I think it was 60 or 80 people to moving furniture, in and out, and doing a lot of work.
Wow.
So that's how I started, getting, well, it's supposed to be for a week.
Okay.
But I always keep myself busy, so I guess they noticed that I was, that I like to work, so they keep me, going until,
So
they started letting everybody out, and after the 60, 80 people that we started it was only like 5 people left. Everybody was, they were, saying like no more. There's no more, no more work. This is just 1 week.
So
2 weeks.
when would you say you landed? I'm going to say you're a good job. If there's a good job, was that a good job at that time?
It was.
Oh, okay.
Because when I started it, I started working like 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. Or 5 or 8 o'clock. We used to do the maintenance, like driving, not driving, but I wasn't driving that time. It was somebody else that was driving the truck, taking us to this, the owner of the Hotel Pacific in that time. It was not just the Hotel Pacific. It was like the Victoria Hotel. It was the Spindrift.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were all together. There was one owner.
Oh, okay.
That time, I believe it was one. I knew there was only one owner.
So how long did you do that for?
I think I was there like for 3 years.
Oh, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not until the manager of the hotel moved to the hotel, the Pine Inn in Carmel. And I followed him.
You followed him? Did he know you were following him?
Well, no, not me follow. Since it was another manager, it was a little something different.
Okay.
So I went to the Pine Inn, and asked him about that, if he has any couple of days that I was, if I was able to work.
So you're about maybe 20 years old at that time, roughly?
Yeah, I think so.
19,
About 19, almost 20.
Were you married yet?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
And then
I assume you got married eventually.
I know, pretty soon. It was pretty close.
Pretty close.
I got married when I was 22.
Oh, you were 22. I got married when I was 20.
20?
I was ahead of you by 2 years.
Oh, wow.
There we go. I know.
So I am.
Yeah.
I know.
Way before you came, in 1970. How's that? There we go.
1970? Wow.
1970, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Okay, so, all right, now. So this time, now that's somewhere about 1990, right?
When I got married, yes, 1990.
90, okay. Well, no, when you were after working for a few years at the hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then where did you go?
No, then I started at the Pine Inn. I stayed there.
Yeah.
At the Pine Inn, I worked there for 13 years.
You worked there for 13 years?
13 years, yes.
Well, I'm trying to do the math on this. You said you've had Jose's Mexican Restaurant for 28 years?
I know.
Were you
when we started in 1980.
My math is working off here. Were you working at the same time you had the restaurant?
Yeah, it was my brother Marcos. Have a brother.
Oh, okay. I met
him. He was pretty much in charge.
Okay.
I was with him, working in the daytime.
I see.
Like for 3-4 hours during lunchtime back in the 1990-91.
I saw him a while back. He came. Isn't he back in Mexico? Or
he's back in Mexico.
Oh, is he at the house or some other house?
No, he's on his own house.
Oh, his own house. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much in Mexico, everybody has their own house. Not a huge big house, but everybody has their own.
Running water.
No, pretty much in Mexico, everybody has their own.
I mean, you have plumbing and everything.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
We're not.
But no, I see what you mean. But I forgot about that. But now it's different. That time when I came when I came from Mexico, it was different. It wasn't no plumbing. It was just a, when they dig a hole in the ground and get water out of the ground.
Oh, wow. Oh, you mean a well? To make a well, right?
Well, yeah, something. I don't know how do you say that, but
okay, all right.
But now in these days, it's all plumbing. Yeah, now there's portable water or something. I don't know how they
something like
there's different now.
Water.
But that time when I left, it was a little different.
Okay. Just to let you know, this is the Community Chit Chat Show. Let me just do this for a second. Tell the audience I'm Jim Vossen, V as in Victor, OSSEN. We're talking to the owner of Jose's Mexican Restaurant. His son is in the studio too. We're going to talk to him in just a little bit. But there's so much more about this because this is an interesting thing. Here's a gentleman comes from Mexico, and as he says, not legal, but now he's legal and all that stuff. But look at him; he's the owner of a restaurant. I assume he's doing well. He's not driving a Mercedes right now, but he probably could be.
Yeah, two more years, I think.
2 more years. Is that the plan? That's the plan. Huh? All right. No. So anyway, back to Gregorio. But I got to tell you, and I'm going to say this now. I don't like spicy food, So I like an enchilada with beans and rice. I don't like stuff that they want to put all the hot sauce on. My wife does that, but I can't do that, But you have your food there at the restaurant is probably the best tasting Mexican food I've had in a long time. I used to when I'm from San Francisco, and I used to go to, there was a restaurant up there called the El Sombrero. And it was owned by a beautiful blonde lady. Beautiful. Anyway, that's another story. But she, had it was just a similar taste to yours. Yours, I hear like for instance the one what's the place down on Cannery Row? The other Mexican restaurant down there. Rosita's or Rosaritas or what is that?
But we talk about the name of the other one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. I thought it was Rosaritas or something.
But I think it's the one in Salinas. The Rosita,
there's one on Cannery Row, right at the kind of the beginning of the Cannery Row. It's got its own parking lot and everything. Anyway.
Oh, I see. I got it. El Torito.
That's it. Yeah, I was way off. Anyway, the thing is. They have kind of a more their sauce is more red. I don't know if that means anything. You know what I mean? It has a more I don't know if it's a more tomatoey or something. I just don't like that. And
it's more sour.
I don't know, just something. Yours is great edible food. If I can say it like that. I just it's good food. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
very good. That. Yeah.
So let's get to so was it your brother who actually got the restaurant and started that basically, and you went to work for him?
It's because when the original Jose moved into Seaside here, he needed a waitress, so my brother's girlfriend started waiting tables.
Oh, was there really an original Jose?
The original Jose, yes.
It was his name was Jose?
Back in 1990, yeah. Original Jose in 1990.
Okay.
He's the one that from Monterey, from downtown Monterey, he moved to Seaside.
Oh, okay.
So he started here. So after, I don't know how long. The thing is that he didn't have, he needed some help. So that's how my brother's girlfriend started waiting tables. And then after a few months, I guess they needed a cook.
Okay.
He wasn't able to pay them or something, so they left.
Oh.
So that's how my brother started, cooking, working as a cook.
And then he kind of took over the restaurant.
After the original Jose started getting used to my brother was in the kitchen, and then his girlfriend was in the front to wait in the table, so he pretty much didn't have to worry about it too much about being in the restaurant.
Right.
But then after it wasn't enough money, he wasn't too busy to be able to pay them.
Oh.
He wasn't making enough money.
Yeah.
So he decided to sell the restaurant to my brother.
Okay.
So then my brother, he didn't have that much money, so we kind of put it together.
Okay.
I kind of help him out.
Like families do. Right.
Yeah. So that's how I started working with him. So he was pretty much in charge. I didn't want to, and plus I also have my own family too. That time I was already married.
Yeah. When did you get married?
1990.
Got married in 1990.
And when we took over the restaurant, it was in 1991, almost 92, close to 90 to the end. So that's how we. So since we started with the restaurant, so I continued with my job and at nighttime, and I was able to come in the morning with him. So I was helping there in the daytime, and then at nighttime I used to go to my my job, regular job,
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so you worked a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm. That time, yes.
Yeah. Now,
pretty much
was your wife working at the same time somewhere, or?
Yes. She was working as a maid.
Okay.
Up in across from I forgot Rosedale or something. Yeah, I think there's a hotel Rosedale across, right up by Silomar.
How long ago were both of you able to do that and concentrate 100% on the restaurant? Would you say?
Well, this is because my brother, he started, he wasn't drinking when we started with the restaurant, but after, a few years, he started drinking and he started leaving the place alone.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So when we took the restaurant 100%, that was in 2003.
2000, okay.
So by 2003 is when I came 100% to the restaurant. That's how I left I quit the job,
Now, have you changed anything on the menu yourself? Did you change any of the original recipe for all the stuff you have there? Did you go in and tinker with it and change anything?
No. No. Pretty much what we did is we added some more items. Okay.
Now, do you have like a, like for instance, when you make your sauce, that goes on the enchiladas and stuff, that's made from scratch somehow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Okay. And you have a recipe that's hidden somewhere, right?
Yes.
So nobody else knows what you put in it, right?
Actually the cooks knows because they are the ones. Yeah.
Okay.
We have to teach them how to do it. That way, I don't have to be in the kitchen the whole time. And but we always, as long as we always check, make sure that they're doing it the right thing. It's always the sauce will be the same thing. So we didn't change no recipe. We always continue. We always try to do, it's always the same.
Yeah.
Not to change it.
So we know that your son is here. I'm about to take a break, and we're gonna bring him in. Now I don't know. Do you have any other children?
Me? Yes.
No, the guy next to you. Yeah. Yes. You. Yeah. No. Yeah. You have. So how many children do you have?
Total, I have 4.
You have 4. And who do I have? Are they part of the restaurant or not?
Yes, my other daughter. Yes, she's working. Yes, part of the restaurant.
Oh, okay. I've probably seen her. I don't know.
Yeah, her name is Nancy. So
Nancy.
I'm sure you.
Okay, so so you have what? 2 girls, 2 boys, or
1 boy and 3 girls.
1 boy and 3 girls. Oh, then they're not married yet.
No. Well, one. Yeah, the other one. Yes, the third one.
Oh, because that can cost you money,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, the third one is she's the one that got married last year.
Okay. All right. Now they're all staying around this area?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's good. That's good. That are you planning any more children?
No, I think we give up.
You think gave up? All right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this. We'll decide if you're going to come back. I want to talk to your son for a bit. Okay. We're talking to Gregorio Maldonado. Any relation to the Maldonado politician guy?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
I know we heard that a long time ago if we were related, but we're not.
The name Maldonado, though, does that have any significant history in Mexico? Is that mainly from around where you were born, or how's that?
Yes.
So if you meet another Maldonado, chances are they came from your area. Is that right?
Yes. Actually up in north of Mexico, by Guadalajara or Jalisco, that section, the area, there's another, there's another family that they have the same last name, Maldonado.
Oh, but you don't know who they are.
Actually, they live here.
Oh, they do.
Not in this area. Yeah, they do because since we have since my brother Marcos, I still have 2 more brothers here.
Oh, okay. All right. I met one the other day.
Yeah, one of them went to Monterey High School.
Oh, okay.
And then that's how they met. the other, that were in the class.
So I asked you at one point. So when and where or how did you start learning English? Is that just by hearing other people talking?
When I came back here to start working at the hotel, but the Pacific Hotel.
Okay.
Because when I used to be in the field, it was nobody, no. Everybody was Hispanic.
Right.
And when I came back here to the hotel, it was a few people. Yeah, they were Hispanic, but the rest, the managers were, they didn't speak English. They didn't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. So, but then, that's how when I have to force myself to have to learn the language. Mm-hmm. So that time I bought some books.
Oh, okay.
And Salinas used to be a store like you buy the little books that you can read it, tell you how to say, or a CD. And also I learned by listening to the people when when they ask you something and repeat it. And then I was looking at the book and I found out how to say. And that's how I started learning the English a little bit.
Your wife, where's your wife from?
Same time where we live up in Mexico, Oaxaca.
When did you meet her?
I think it was 1988.
1988.
Almost 1989. I think about a year and a half.
And you met her here?
I met her
because
here. Yes.
You're already down here. Okay.
So after when I started working at the Hotel Pacific. The same time also after when I had a day off or half a day off.
Yes.
I started going to school too.
Oh, where'd you go?
At the the old school here in Seaside.
Oh,
La Salle.
And what to learn English or other things too?
No, just English.
Just English.
Just English.
Right. Okay.
So that's how I learned to myself to put in the words together.
To put the words together.
I know, make sentences.
To make. I
know. I used to learn. I used to know the words. Every single item, except to put it together to. I still have problems though.
Yeah, well,
making a conversation or something. I always get a little bit confused. But after a while, I also had a tutor and here in Seaside at the library.
Oh, okay.
I was a very nice lady. I haven't not seen her for a long time, but she's the one that taught me how to put the words together, how to make sentences, and how to write.
Well, you told me yesterday that when I would come in, you said, I think my son should do it because he speaks English. Now, he was born here, right?
Yeah, he born here.
Born here, okay.
Born, yeah.
But he speaks some Spanish, right?
Yeah, he does. He speaks pretty good Spanish.
Okay. And did he? Well, we'll find out from him. We're going to do that.
Yeah, we have to ask him questions in Spanish and see what happens.
Let me do this. Let me figure out my technicalities of everything. We're going to take a small break. So hang on a second while I figure this all out. My best way to do is to do this. And you're tuned to the Community Chit Chat show right here on KMBY. We're going to take a small break, and I'll figure out the controls for that as soon as I do this and do something like this. And we'll be right back. KMBY Monterey.
I really like the car. I was just wondering if it's available in any other colors.
Oh yeah, we got a wide range of colors.
Great. How about this white opal?
Not available.
Okay, the platinum metallic?
Out of stock.
Gold mist metallic?
Not available.
How about the Ming blue?
The mini blue?
Ming blue.
Min blue?
Ming.
Mind blue.
Ming blue.
Ming blue?
Yes.
Nope.
Tired of being badgered? For a better way and a better deal, come to the Seaside Auto Center in Seaside.
Jose's Mexican Restaurant and Grill. Come and treat yourself to a refreshing margarita. Experience the warm, delicious taste of Mexico. They use only the finest ingredients and so affordable that you can bring the whole family. Jose's Mexican Restaurant, a family favorite in Seaside on Del Monte and Broadway. Local and family owned. Come and let the Maldonado family serve you.
Hi, Jim Vossen here for the Delray Oaks Chamber of Commerce. If you have never been to Delray Oaks before, it is well worth coming by. About 20 years ago, a young gentleman took on the task of counting all the trees in Delray Oaks. He's still counting them today. There's a great and famous restaurant in Delray Oaks called Tarpey's. And of course, they have a Starbucks and a Jack in the Box and a large Safeway. There is also a special place where people come from miles around to look at a large frog population. If you need your spirits lifted, there is the beautiful Church of the Oaks. Check out their website, churchoftheoaks.com. And if you're in the neighborhood, stop by and say hi to my good friend, Reverend Dr. Robert Helen. To find out more about Delray Oaks, check out DelrayOaksCalifornia.com. That's DelrayOaksCalifornia.com. Brought to you by the Delray Oaks Chamber of Commerce. To join the chamber, call 394-6501. All right. Let's figure this out. Where the heck am I? Oh, I know how to go. Oh, I always got the wrong controls and mess things up. All right. As long as my face is there, this is good. This is the I've added a new little thing to this, so I have to be careful and such. So we've switched. We got rid of Gregorio. The FCC called and said no, he doesn't speak good enough English to keep him on. No, they wouldn't do that. So anyway, we got actually his son here. His name is Edgar. Is that correct? Did I do that right?
Yeah, you did it right.
I did it right.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's see. And you are how old, if I may?
Oh God. No, I'm 28.
28?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You talk very softly. Did you know that?
Really?
Just a little bit. Yeah. You're a little. It's a bit. It's okay. It's nice. My wife says I'm too loud.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure this out, figure that out to put you there, and then I got to come down here and make sure that I did titling properly here for you. EDGAR. Did I do that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And and the last name Maldonado?
Yes.
Okay. You have the same last name, right?
Yes.
I didn't.
Right.
Okay. Oh, and you said how old you were, and I totally went by me. How old are you?
28.
28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
Yes.
Oh, you are.
Yes.
Oh, and what does your wife work with you at all?
She used to years ago.
Oh, what does she do now?
She works at Coffee Bank in Carmel.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
Yeah.
That's pretty popular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good coffee too. So
did she work with you at one time, and then you got rid of her? What?
Pretty much. No.
How long have you been married?
Well, we've been together since we were 17, but
I see.
we got married 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Any children?
One and one on the way.
One and one on the way?
Yes.
Okay. You had to think about that for a second? Okay.
Well, how I was gonna say it.
All right. Your dad's was good. He wasn't pounding on the table like you started to do, but that's good.
Right.
All right. So now, so you were born here. Where'd you go to school?
Elementary, I went to Delray Woods. And then middle school, I went to Colton for 2 years, and then to Los Arboles.
Where's that?
Colton or Los Arboles?
Los Arboles. What is that? Is that a Catholic school or something?
No. It's a middle school in Marina.
In Marina. Oh, okay. Oh, do you live in Marina?
No, I live here in Seaside.
Oh, but you lived in Marina.
Yeah, we lived in Marina at one point.
I got it. I figured that out.
Yeah.
How about high school? Did you go to high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it gets tricky.
That's where it gets tricky? You've been to a couple of different ones or what?
Yeah, freshman year was Seaside and then to Marina High.
Then to Marina High?
And then went to continuation school and then came back to graduate from Marina.
Continuation school?
Yeah, Central Coast, I guess they called it.
What's that? Does that mean you were a bad kid? How does that work out?
Well, that's the reputation that when you're a bad kid, you get sent there. But most of the time, it's just you're falling behind on your credits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, they used to do a thing. They used to have a thing. I remember in my going to high school, we had what's called like a trade school. I think it was kind of a continuation school. The kids that really weren't fitting in the normal, regular program and stuff, they were a little rebellious and everything. I don't see any tattoos on you, though.
No.
You look kind of normal.
Yeah. No,
what's normal, right?
Well, nowadays, what's normal?
Yeah.
Well, no, growing up, my dad was always against that. And then he would always tell us, I don't have tattoos, so that should kind of give you like a role model.
I don't understand the tattoo world. My daughter,
yes,
she's got enough tattoos, okay, to write a book about, and that's probably one of the toughest thing. I got divorced in '95, and at that time, my daughter was probably about 14, so around 14. And as she got into this, I don't know, I think she thought she was an adult already.
Yeah.
And she talked Mom into a tattoo, and then another tattoo, and a couple of more. Great kid. I just don't understand the tattoo thing. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I can see. I've seen this,
Yeah.
where a pretty woman has a little, like a little bird on her shoulder or something.
Yes.
Looks really cute. But some of these tattoos really get a little strange. Anyway, all right. So, where did you work before you were involved in the restaurant?
Always worked at the restaurant.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I started when I was like 13, give or take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's a funny story that I always tell everybody about it, that I came in because one of the kids that was a busser there, he had to take the weekend off to go for like a field trip with the school. So my dad was like, "Oh, Edgar isn't doing anything. He can work." And that kid never came back, and I kept on coming back every weekend.
And you just came back.
Yeah,
And
I
you
came back every
said
week.
you were a busboy, and that's at age 13.
Yes.
Okay, 13.
Bussing tables and
Bussing tables.
And then after once my dad took over, I kept on working there. And then it was like washing dishes, bussing tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that for a while, you know.
Yeah.
I've done that. I kind of, I get it's okay if you want to do it, but if you have to do it, it's not as much fun, is it?
Yeah, it's not as much fun.
You guys use hot water?
Yes.
Yes, and yeah, that's so. What do you like about the restaurant business? I mean, do you see yourself taking over? Do you see yourself maybe opening up another restaurant? Do you see anything like that in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I want to working to take it over, and then obviously if everything goes well, opening up another one like how we did before. But yeah, I'm just learning the ropes every day with my dad at the restaurant. That way I can do it properly.
Is that tough working with your dad?
Not at all. I want to say it was tough when I was younger.
Does he yell at you?
No.
No?
No, I think when I was younger, I mean, since he still saw me as his, young son, obviously he would go into like dad mode.
Yeah.
But now he sees me more like obviously his older son, but as his friend. So we talk about what's going on at the restaurant with like business.
And that's a nice sign. My dad in San Francisco was a real estate broker, and I should have studied that. I should have been a real estate broker myself,
Yes.
But there were good times and bad times with that. But I think the problem was we couldn't work together. So luckily you guys get along okay.
Yeah.
And then now your mom works there too sometimes, right?
Yes, not as much as before, but yeah.
Yeah. How about that? You get along with your mom okay?
Yeah, definitely.
She might be watching. I don't know. Could be. All right. So you are now. There's different jobs at the restaurant. There is the taking orders and serving. There's the busboy cleaning up stuff. Although most servers clean up too, right?
Yeah, since the restaurant's pretty small, each
Right.
server can clean up their own section, make their own drinks. Yes.
You know what I don't like? There's some restaurants, and a lot of them do this now. Where you place your order.
Yes.
Looks like the waitress, right?
Yes.
But then somebody else brings the food.
Yeah, that's the thing that my dad always talked to us about. Like at bigger restaurants, you have your people that take the orders, your food runners, your hostess, your bussers,
Yeah.
you even have drink runners at some restaurants.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Your cocktail servers.
And you don't know, by the way, how do you tip that? And I guess they split the tips somehow.
Yeah, that's where the server gets the tips, but then they start splitting everything with everybody.
I grew up in San Francisco, and my friends were Russian. Big Russian community in San Francisco, and there was a place called the Renaissance Restaurant, Russian restaurant, and I used to hear these horror stories where all tips went into a pot, and the owner just kept them, and thought about giving their workers some of the tip. That's what I heard.
Yes.
That they might have made that up,
I don't know.
So okay, so you when you're at the restaurant, it's time for you for lunch or dinner. What do you try all different things, or do you have a particular thing on the menu that you like?
I've tried everything, but then normally when it's lunch, it's always like something quick. So I just get like a regular burrito or just like an enchilada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when I do have time, I like to go for the fish tacos or the pescado frito, the deep fried fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Pescado frito.
Okay. All right. Is that Spanish or is that just what it's called?
It's Spanish. It's what you call it in Spanish.
What would it be in English if it was anything?
Just a deep fried fish.
Okay.
Yeah, just pretty much a deep fried fish. Yeah.
Well, you said it, and then you said deep fried fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, because I was telling your dad earlier that I don't care for spicy things. I can't. My tongue works very well, and I it's sensitive to that stuff. So anyway, so usually if I go to a different Mexican restaurant or anytime, what I'll always do is I'll get a cheese enchilada, and the reason for that, to me at least, if the cheese enchilada is good, then you can bet that everything else is good.
Yeah.
There's something about, you can, if you do cheese enchiladas right, and I don't know exactly what's in them.
Yes.
What kind? Do you do one kind of cheese or sometimes a different kind of cheese?
Well, we have Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese, so you can just swap those around.
Oh, okay. What's the standard?
Cheddar.
But so is it a white cheddar, or I'm trying to think? Is it really cheddar?
Yeah, the yellow cheddar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a white cheddar.
I don't know. I don't know either. I'm trying.
The Monterey Jack's the one that's
I'm
white.
having a visual right now. I'm thinking about when I cut open an enchilada. What color is that?
Oh, okay.
And it is. Yeah. But anyway, whatever it is, it's good. How about you? Do you cook? Do you do any cooking yourself?
Not really. I mean, I know how to make all the dishes at the restaurant, but I've never been behind the line during like an actual rush.
But I mean, do you ever do things like make the rice and all that? Big pot of rice? How do you?
I've never made the rice before. I've seen how they make it.
Oh.
But I used to prep everything in the bag, cutting up all the the veggies, cutting up all the meat.
Do you do that by hand, or you have special cutters?
I wish. No, everything by hand.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
Except for when they have to shred up the cheese and shred up the lettuce. There's a special machine now.
Oh, okay.
But when I was in the back, it was just a regular cheese grinder and just a regular knife to cut up the lettuce.
You have all your fingers?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah. Have you had any accidents though?
Yeah, that's how you learn how to use a knife. You cut yourself here and there.
Oh, yeah. I get sensitive on something like that.
I know.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so you're doing that. You got married 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You have one child.
Yes.
Is that child older than 2?
Yes, he's actually 11.
11. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is personal. You don't have to answer this question. Okay. All right. So you have a child who's 11 years old, and then there's it seems like about 9 years between that and getting married.
Yes.
What was the delay, if I may? Same woman, right?
No, yeah, same woman.
Hey, same woman.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just we got together when we were 17. That's when my son was born. So
okay.
And we just took our time getting to know each other. I mean, there's a lot of people that rush into marriage after a couple years, and then
I know. Did you have a big wedding?
No, it was something small. It was just like what do they call it? A civil ceremony. So we're hoping to save up to get married by the church, because that's when it's always like a really big party.
When it's a really big party?
But yeah, when you get married by the church.
Oh,
my sister, when she got married last year.
So are you Catholic, if I may?
Yes.
I'm saying, isn't that kind of a normal thing?
Yeah, it's Catholic.
Okay.
Or there's some Christians. I think my father-in-law in Mexico is Christian.
Okay. All right. You know what? I always thought about marriage, because my first marriage was for 25 years.
Yes.
I always thought that you should get a permit to get married. Okay.
Yes.
And it's good for 2 years. Okay. And then if it doesn't work out, you're out. You don't have to worry about divorce and all that stuff.
Yes.
You have to renew that,
Okay,
and
I see.
something like that. But and I always thought too that rather than have a big wedding and a big party, have a wedding, get married. 2 years later, have the party.
Okay.
Because
I
if
see.
you survive for 2 years,
Yes.
then and if you're all in a good mood,
Yes.
then there's party. That's me. Just,
Yes.
There's party time.
Okay, I see.
So that's a thought. So, as my wife and I, we got married up in Reno.
Oh, nice, Reno.
Yeah, we went up there, and here's the thing, back in my days, I don't know if it's still the same, but I was 20 and she was 17 at the time.
Oh.
And she, being under 18, had to have permission from her parents.
Yes.
Or a parent. And I, being under 20, a male under 20, I had to have permission from a parent.
Really?
I don't know if they do the same thing nowadays, but that's what had
wouldn't
to
know.
happen back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then after my divorce in '95, I come down here. I meet Mary Lou on AmericanSingles.com,
Yeah.
and we got married on the radio, which I thought was kind of neat.
Oh, really? On the radio?
We're on the radio in KNRY over when it was in Sand City.
Oh,
All
nice.
right, so let's do this. Checking my time, boy, time moves by fast.
It does.
So we're going to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
You were, since this closed down of everything.
Yes.
You were closed down. You closed down for a while some restaurants were still open and doing to-go
Yes.
pickup. So you guys have decided that you're going to go enter this thing to go.
Yes.
So you can go to Jose's Mexican Restaurant in Seaside.
Yes.
You can place an order there
Yes.
without coming into dining.
Yes.
You'll pack it up. They'll take it and they can go with it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can they call ahead of time?
Oh, definitely.
What's
Yeah.
the telephone number there?
It's 899
899
03
03
45.
45.
Mhm.
899 0345.
Yes.
And so they can call there
Mhm.
and order almost anything off the menu?
Yeah, everything on the menu.
Okay. All right. Good. And your hours that you're doing this from?
Right now, it'll probably be from 11 to 7, I would say. 7 or 6, depending how
11,
busy it gets.
7 or 6. Okay.
Mhm.
Now they can't take a bottle of beer with them, can they?
That's the thing right now. We've been hearing that I guess the ABC is allowing it as long as it's in a sealed container.
Oh yeah.
But my dad and I are going to look into it to make sure it's true. We don't want to sell.
they used
go
to do a
and then-
thing. I think they still do that when you go to a
Yes.
grocery store. When you buy, let's say you buy a bottle of beer,
Mhm.
they have to put it in a bag.
Yes.
That's what I remember. I don't know if that's still the case.
I don't think no more.
Yeah.
Well.
Now,
I mean,
obviously, you can't make hard drinks.
No.
No, that would be kind of hard to seal that up, wouldn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So the bottom line is, and that's the other thing too, you enjoy what you're doing.
Oh, definitely.
That's important.
Yes. It's
You
fun.
know?
I get to meet a lot of people from the area.
And
Yeah.
would you say you put in more than 8 hours a day?
Give or take, yes.
Give or take. Okay. I mean, do you have a designated day off?
No.
No. So it's whenever, right?
Whenever, yeah.
Okay. All right. There's you have this one waitress, so I always find kind of
Oh,
cute.
yes.
Cute. You know the one,
Yeah.
the one with the short bobby hair. She almost looks Japanese.
Yes, Elizabeth. Yeah.
Elizabeth, yeah, she's a cutie. She really is, and she's kind of funny too.
No, yeah,
But,
she's really funny.
Yeah, and well, so now is she still involved? Is she going to be there for some of this, or she was working at a sushi place, and that
Yes.
obviously that's limited now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right now, since we opened up yesterday was our first day back, and it wasn't too bad, but we're going to see how business goes, because if not, I mean, if we're not making enough money to pay the workers, it might just be my dad and myself just working it. I hear a lot of businesses are like that. The owners are coming in to save on employees.
All right, we're going to do this. Edgar, did I pronounce that right?
Yes.
Okay, tell your dad there's a G in there. He's okay. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll bring your dad back to wrap this up, because I know you guys are going to have a busy day, if I'm not mistaken. So let me figure out how I'm doing this.
All right.
I think I've got it where I'm going to. Oh, I know. I'm going to fade. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to fade this to black. It's a long story. I'm trying to do this the best way I can, which is not necessarily always that way. And we'll do something like, I get totally lost. We'll be back. Right back.
KMBY
Hi, Jim Watson here for the Sand City Chamber of Commerce. Sand City is well known for its large art community. Check out sandcityartworld.com. Sand City is also known for its industrial businesses like Disaster Cleanup, Floor Store USA, Cypress Cabinets, A&R Plumbing, and many more. Yes, Sand City has 2 shopping centers with Costco, Office Depot, Target, Home Goods, not to mention the 2 new burger places, Five Guys and Habit Burger Grill. Plus my favorite place, McDonald's. Love that quarter pounder. Check out sandcityshopping.com. Sand City has a giant development in the works, including lots of apartments and a hotel or 2. For more great information about Sand City, check out sandcitycalifornia.com. That's sandcitycalifornia.com. All of this and more brought to you by the Sand City Chamber of Commerce. Not a member? Join today. Call 394-6501.
Jose's Mexican Restaurant and Grill. Come and treat yourself to a refreshing margarita. Experience the warm, delicious taste of Mexico. They use only the finest ingredients and so affordable that you can bring the whole family. Jose's Mexican Restaurant, a family favorite in Seaside on Del Monte and Broadway. Local and family owned. Come and let the Maldonado family serve you.
All right. We're about to wrap this little puppy up here. I'm Jim Boston, Diaz and Victor OSSEN, and this is Community Chit Chat on KMBY. And let's see, let's bring in Gregorio, who is over there, and I'm going to bring him in like that. All right, you're back. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. How'd your son do?
He did great. He did
all right?
really good. Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
Yeah. So you got 3 daughters, right? One son.
And one son, yes.
And one son. All right. And who is? Did you have a daughter first? Who's the oldest?
Edgar.
Oh, he's the oldest.
Yeah, he's
so
the
you had
oldest.
a boy first. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's what a lot of people like. They want a boy, don't they?
Yeah, always did that.
So when you get 3 girls, were you upset every time? Or
No, not at all.
You sure?
I'm so happy, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Well, we're just about to kind of wrap things up, and I just realized where am I at here? Good. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm figuring this out. I don't know why or how. Yeah. Anyway, I got it. I'm just trying to figure this out. It's and I'm nervous. You make me nervous. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, what do you have? I was asking your son about a favorite meal. Do you have a favorite meal?
I do.
What is that?
I always eat the carne asada meal.
The carne
asada plate, the platter. There's a platter comes with the rice and beans and 1 cheese enchilada.
Oh,
and
okay.
the carne asada is a steak. We cook that on the grill with onions.
Oh, okay.
It's really good though.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I always. Otherwise, I always go with the shrimp. The shrimp fajitas.
Yes.
The steak fajitas.
Okay. Well, where I come from, San Francisco, there was a restaurant in Daly City called Joe's of Westlake, actually.
Oh.
And they had a thing called a steak a la Bruno, named after another restaurant called Bruno's over in San Francisco.
Huh.
And it was a steak that they marinated for 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
So they had it marinated for 48 hours. And one of the easiest steaks to cut through, I tell you. Oh, man. I haven't been there for a long time. But,
oh, wow.
But I do like, I like it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me tell you. The other thing that you have the best French fries around. I come over. Yeah, because usually what happens, I start my day where I'll have a TV dinner here at 7 a.m, and then a little later, I try not to have more than 2 big meals a day. So it's getting around noontime. I don't like to come in right at your noontime. I don't want it to be the rush. I like to come a little after or a little before, and so on. But anyway, but man, you got great French fries. I mean, they I know, and you do hamburgers and cheeseburgers and stuff too, right?
Yes, we do. Huh?
Somebody wants something different, you know, you've got it, and so that's pretty good. All right, what else? Let's see. The only thing is, you started. You opened yesterday. How did you do yesterday? You think you did okay?
Yeah, we did okay. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
I thought we were going to be since because we just opened, and then also we didn't pretty much advertise too much, you know.
Yeah.
We just put a sign outside.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything else. We were, you know, we put them on the Facebook a little bit, but we didn't do this much like in events, you know, like saying, oh, we're going to be open takeouts this day.
Yeah.
So we didn't.
Well,
so we thought we were going to be kind of not too busy, but we got some. We did a little bit. It wasn't too. It was not. You know, compare about just me and myself in the kitchen with my wife and my son in front with my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, it was okay. It was okay. It was not too bad.
Good. All right, we are at that point where we're going to wrap up. We're gonna boogie on out of here. I want to thank you very much and your son for joining us today. It's been a pleasure, and you're going to go out there and take some orders. You're going to feed some people.
Yes.
How do you feel about this? Well, we didn't even get into this virus.
The virus, I know.
Right, yeah. Do you know any people that have gotten it?
No.
Oh, good.
I don't.
Oh, that's good.
But it's hard, you know. It's hard for everybody.
It is.
It's really tough, you know.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so.
And we're looking at maybe what a month or maybe not till June, huh?
Yeah, but pretty much what they're saying is until this whole month until the 30. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah,
see what happens.
I don't know.
I hope it won't get, you know.
We have to wait till something gets to a peak and starts coming back down. They say that's what they say, you know.
Yeah,
all right.
That's hard.
Well, thank you very much.
Well,
what's your telephone number again? In case
well, thank you to you, Jim. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Give there people your telephone number.
People to call me for orders takeout is 831-899-0345.
0345. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, Gregorio from Jose's Mexican Restaurant, my neighbor here, and I may get some French fries to go today. I may do that, or I may even go for the cheese enchilada. Not too sure. All right, that's it. We're done. We are done. We are done. We